must listen. I haven't been where you thought. I've been all by myself at a hotel in Bayswater. What? I came back here to find you and found Fred. Saunders said she'd seen you out with a man. And I found that on the telephone block. Oh dear. Jane, what are we to do now? Jane, I think it's only fair that you know that I've told Lily everything. Oh, Julia? Yes, everything. And I've told Fred a good deal too.
I want to get this cleared up, please. Willie, what's Julia told you?
About Jane and a sniveling Frenchman in Venice.
Hypocrite!
What's Jane told you?
About Julia and a Frenchman in Pisa.
Well, I shall never speak to you again in all my life. It's not true. We made it up. It was all a joke.
She's lying. Julia, tell me the truth.
Oh, yes, certainly I will. It's all a fuss about nothing. You see, Jane and I have been completely faithful to you always.
Before marriage?
Well, we couldn't be faithful to you before we met you, could we?
Isn't this Frenchman's story true?
Forgive me for everything. We've got to stand together now. We're going to be perfectly peaceful. All right. Willie, listen to me. Oh, Fred, you must listen to me. Monsieur Maurice?
Julia, après 7 ans, c'est émotionnant. Jane, je suis enchanté. Ravi, ma chère Jane.
Julia, oh, this is sheer agony. Sheer. Oh. Willie, may I present Monsieur Duclos, my husband.
Good morning.
How do you do?
Oh, Maurice, this is my husband.
How do you do? I had no idea. I have not seen Julia in so long.
And when did you last see Jane?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, shut up, Willie. Oh, you speak English very well now.
Yes, 7 years. It seems like yesterday.
Do you think we've changed?
Oh, no, not at all. I met your wife abroad years ago. It seems so strange renewing old friendships.
Damn strange.
My first day in London, and look at it. It is too bad.
I should like to have a little chat with you sometime, Monsieur Duclos. There are several things I want to explain.
I shall be charmed.
Look here, I can't stand this any longer. Look here, you've arrived in a most opportune moment. We've just discovered...
What have you discovered?
Oh, Maurice, please, let me explain. You see, our husbands have found out that you and Jane and I were very intimate friends in Italy 7 years ago. They've only just discovered that. I must apologize for their surly behavior, but well, they're naturally rather upset.
It has succeeded beyond your wildest dreams, hasn't it?
What do you mean?
It was cruel of you to invite me here without warning me. It was cruel of you. Oh, it would serve you right if I gave you away.
You needn't trouble yourself. They've already done that themselves.
Please, let me tell them the truth. It puts me in such an embarrassing position.
Oh, yes, Maurice, please do. Tell them the truth. I'm going mad. Quiet, Jane.
I'm afraid we already know the truth. There's nothing more to be said.
Do you love your wife, monsieur?
Mind your own business.
What do you mean? What are you getting at?
I have your permission to speak?
Yes.
Well, I'm afraid it has all been rather what you would call a put-up job.
A put-up job?
Yes. You see, I have known Jane and Julia for a very long while. We are great friends. They confide in me.
The hell they do?
That would make it much easier, monsieur, if you were not so angry. I give you my word, there is nothing to worry about.
Well, I'm glad you don't think so, but we have a rather different sense of values here.
Here.
A rather obvious remark, monsieur, and not very much to the point.
And what is the point?
Had not the suspicion ever crossed your minds that here in England, the husbands take their wives a little bit too much for granted sometimes?
So they ought to.
That is a little dull for the wives, eh?